Hello out there, we're on the air, it's hockey night tonight. Tension grows, the whistle blows, and the puck goes down the ice. The goalie jumps and the players bump and the fans all go insane. Someone roars, Bobby scores at the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game.
Hello out there, we are on the air. It's the Hockey Happy Hour. This is the final game of today, this Thursday, in the CSPHLC, the final game. Nothing else on the schedule at the moment, all the games in the books. However, the Red Deer, coming off of a surprising, just hammering by the Rimouski Seamen yesterday, taking on the Chicoutimi Fur Brigade. We're coming on a 4-game winning streak. And immediately, Chicoutimi are going to go right to the penalty box. Wade Gordon here on the call from the Hamilton, Ontario studios. That looks like that is Yves Leclerc hooking 17 seconds into this game. And it's a great opportunity for the first place team in the Prairie Division, the Red Deer for their power play. Immediately it is dumped all the way back down to Steve Pucksang's net. And Carbon, Peter Carbon trying to forecheck it and ends up getting it back here. Stan Thiedel to Cloutier, and it's deflected. Poupelet trying to find an outlet. He is just dispossessed and taken down to the ice. Pucksang able to put the glove down on it for Peter Carbon's backhand shot. Not what you expect from a penalty kill, but nonetheless, the Chicoutimi Fur Brigade are on an aggressive side. And they are just trying to keep the puck out of their own zone. But here's Rex Dillasou. Takes a big, takes a little bit of a hit from Prestlane, and they score! A big power play goal for the visitors. Clayton LaRoccamex with a massive goal. And Leclerc will come out of the penalty box. That is what number goal of the season is that for LaRoccamex? His 8th goal. His first on the power play for the Red Deer. The assists go to Dennis DeBevino and Rex Dillasou. Each of them getting their 14th assist of the season. Chicoutimi trying to come right back and answer immediately. They were so good on the forecheck to kill that penalty off. But once Red Deer got things going, they absolutely just started taking it. Here's Lalibert, Dillasou, and a deflection and a big shot by Lidenstone off of the pads of Philippe Petlanier. And here's Alvino all alone. Jonathan Alvino shot stopped by Pucksang. Big save, and he'll hold on to it. Well, Alvino with the interception. And he had nothing but air and opportunity. But unfortunately, he also had Steve Pucksang in his way. The faceoff is going to be in the Red Deer zone. It's won by Chicoutimi. Here's Lanko. Puts it, gets some hate on it. Goes right to the glove of Pucksang. And he will get rid of it and move the puck up back into the Chicoutimi zone. Steven Machensky bringing it up and taking a big tumble. It's going to be a delayed penalty on the call. And just as I say it, interference is the call. Luis Quintal heading to the penalty box. So Chicoutimi will get to go on the power play. really certain what he was doing, how he was interfering with the play. I think he was just taking a hit, and he just slid to the point that he might have just made contact with somebody else. Anywho, the Red Deer are on the penalty kill, and that is dumped way up ice. And here's Rick Lace, Craig Cramler, Konovac, and Boucher, the main penalty kill line for the Red Deer. On the power play for Chicoutimi, William Plant takes shots their second power play line. And someone lost that helmet. Heading back to the bench here is Baloney. Steve Baloney tried to slide it into Esabesi. He got past the goal line, tries to salvage it, and Pucksang is on top of it. So that's the second power play line for the Chicoutimi Fur Brigade. And another stoppage in play. Again, this is Wade Gordon from the Hamilton, Ontario studios. This is the CSPHLC Hockey Happy Hour. Bringing you the late game here from Saguenay, Quebec. The Chicoutimi Fur Brigade in the home side, their home colors are maroon, taking on the visiting Red Deer in the white and black. Red Deer are first in the Prairie Division with a good lead over their second place team, the Regina Monologues, who did got a win today, so that's going to be only a 5-point lead as Pucksang can hang on to that one. The Chicoutimi Fur Brigade have a chance to tie Rimouski for first place in the Quebec Division with a win today over the Red Deer. They're behind at the moment. Shot by Plant, and it's just right off the skate of Pucksang. And it's Red Deer taking it out of the zone. That is Frostkins, I believe. Finds the Bevino, shot right off of, takes a deflection off of Petlanier. No rebound there. And bringing it back out is William Plant. Has Landuker, beats his man. Shot right at Pucksang. He will smother that one and probably have a not so nice word, a four-letter word, or perhaps many four-letter words for his defenseman, asking where the double hockey sticks they were. Steve Baloney taking the face off, and it's won by the Red Deer. Making it up the ice, that is Konovac. Ed Konovac in the center. It takes it himself. Right off the chest protector of Petlanier. And a scramble in front of the net. And looks like we're going to this scramble is going to turn into a rumble. Just change the vowel and drop the S and the C, and it's the same word basically, as these two men just, get acquainted with one another via punching. That looks like that is Alex Kogelby for the Red Deer, who ended up on the better end of that one. Well, Alex Kogelby is logging he is now at 44 penalty minutes on the season. His counterpart there is Paul Cloutier, only 19 for him, so a little bit less experienced in the fighting game, I suppose. Both teams will have to sit their players to go and think about what they've done. Mostly, we usually don't say that they should go and think about what they've done, because when they think about what they've done, they'll get too excited and want to go do it again. But it's the CSPHLC. You enjoy that sort of thing, eh? So, if they're going to be a fracas and a big Donnybrook. A one-timer, it takes a deflection off the skate of Lalabert. Another shot. This time taking it off the pad of Pucksang. And Steve Pucksang looks up for it today after a very rough performance in last night's game against Rimouski. Melania was bothered just a bit by Luis Quintal. Already heard a lot more from him today than we have in all of yesterday's game. That top line of Quintal, Minchensky, and Kogelby were very quiet against the Rimouski Seamen. And already we've been hearing a lot more from them in this first half of the first period. Taking it all the way up is Ovino. loses his footing, gets it again, and just tries to get something, but it takes a giant deflection, just bounces off the pad of Pucksang from far too close. And he is everywhere. He's taking a tumble. He lays in a big hit. And yeah, Rex Delassou was like, I don't let that hit. And nice of, okay, well, we're seeing, interesting, Can Duryea, who was on the receiving end of the hit by Jonathan Alvino. Well, that's going to be, that is quite the performance by Alvino. He has really laid in these hits. And yeah, poor Can Duryea is just sort of just sitting and watching the fight happen, eh? And he just sort of gets caught up and potentially has to go and scrap with someone else who just comes in and grabs a hold of his jersey. You know, nothing doing from it, but just still pretty funny, eh? Rex Delassou in the box for 5 minutes for the fight. Under 7 minutes to go, and we've got another one. It is really starting to boil over here. We've gone from fracas to brouhaha to brawl to brawl-a-melee. And this looks like for Chicoutimi, that is number 84. That is Patrick Linson scrapping with Duncan LaChance of Red Deer, and he just lands a nice right, and right to the cheek, and I don't know if he took that, if that was him throwing his helmet, or what that was, but yeah, I guess Esavesi took a big hit from Duncan LaChance, and it looked like Patrick Linson didn't like the looks of it. So LaChance and Linson, and the penalty box is getting very full. These are not even rivals in the division. These are just two teams looking to fight for a spot, and a score! A tied-up goal. Van Vito. And Trapper John MD, the mascot of the Chicoutimi Fur Brigade, puts that one, and likes to just point out that one is another one for the good guys. Ties it up. Chicoutimi. They are in no way out of this one. They are not going to be intimidated by this this top team.
Scored by number 91, assisted by number 6, and by number 86. Time of the goal, 14 minutes, 24 seconds.
And be frozen puck there. Held up by Petlanier. The goal scored by number 91, Than Theodel. Chicoutimi, his second goal of the season. Assisted by Kevin Shellett and Pierre Toussignas. Toussignas has his 13th assist. Shellett, his 14th. And the time of the goal was 13 minutes and 24 seconds. Here is Craig Cramler, dispossessed by the goal scorer Theodel. Toussignas, that line is back out there. Again, stuck in their own, good forecheck by Red Deer, just keeping them in their own zone here. Steve Baloney trying to find a centering pass, just floats it in. Does Toussignas, and Pucksang was able to read it well. Been a busy first period of play. A goal apiece, 3 fights apiece, and a lot of animosity with 44 minutes and 27 seconds of regulation time at the very least to settle it down or to amp it up just a bit. You know, this is that just took a big deflection and went behind the net, and Chicoutimi trying to get it out, but the pressure is still there. Duryea trying to find, oh goodness, well there's a player in the net, but there's no puck there, and here comes Leclerc as Goguet trying to find it, just centers it up. Skates in, Goguet cannot get the shot off. Just hammered, and here's Quintal to Lalibert. Lalibert going to take it with Kogelby. Shot by Kogelby, deflected by Petlanier. And here's Peter Carbon taking it all by himself. He's got a little bit of help from Leclerc. Has Lanko at the top, Leclerc shot, and it's off the pad of Pucksang. And back up the ice is Red Deer and DeBevino as his men beat and just cannot get it past Petlanier. Great goaltending at the moment by both sides. And Peter Carbon will dump it in for a line change. Stefan Bruchet gets hit by Carbon. DeBevino takes a big charging hit. Another big one by Jack Key. And there is just a jumble of men at the far end. Trying to center it in was Cloutier. Rick Lace is held up by Benoit Pouflet. Lace trying to find DeBevino, puts it right at the pads of Philippe Petlanier at the end of the first period. We'll take a breath, everyone, as I will do the exact same thing. A goal on either side, but we have had no shortage of action. The two top teams looking to find themselves into the playoffs. There's only 8 games to go in the season. What can happen? We'll be back with the second period after this. Second period here in the CSPHLC. Wade Gordon on the call. Calling this from our Hamilton, Ontario studios. The game is taking place in Saguenay, Quebec. Chicoutimi for Brigade. Back foot to start things off. A lot of stumbles, and Petlanier watching that puck just sort of linger in front of his own net. Was wondering who was going to get to it. It was almost Kogelby. And Thanthedo's able to get it out. Here is... That is Goguet tries to slide it in. It ends up trickling over in front into the crease of Steve Pucksang, who put the glove on it. Start a bit of a chaotic first 75 seconds of the second period. What a game we have been witnessing. Again, a lot of opportunity to awaits both of these sides. Chicoutimi in second place can tie Rimouski with a win today, as Rimouski lost to Regina in an earlier game in overtime. Actually, no, sorry. Rimouski will still have a point, so they can go within 1 point of Rimouski with a win today. Whereas Regina gained 2 points. Red Deer want to keep that distance. Coming into the day, it was 7 points distance between first and second in the Prairie Division. They want to keep it like that. They want to lock up that playoff spot as soon as possible. And it scores! Well, end-to-end stuff. Absolutely end-to-end. Chicoutimi take the lead, and look who it is, Jonathan Alvino. Picks it up, just finds the rebound. Leclerc just finds the opening, and he goes top shelf and beats Steve Pucksang. Had a one-on-one with Pucksang and was able to just put it away. The assists go to Leclerc and Shellett. The time of the goal, 3:25. Chicoutimi's 7th of the season. And here come the Red Deer again. Dillaso cannot get the shot off. And the heavy hits. Here's Bruce Landulker across ice and scores! What a cross ice pass from Bruce Landulker, and Patrick Linson makes it a 2-goal lead for the Chicoutimi Fur Brigade. Out of nowhere, a beautiful pass from the point. Cross ice, touches nobody until it hits the stick of Patrick Linson, and with a blink of the eye, the Red Deer find themselves staring at a 2-goal deficit at the start of this second period. They're back on the attack. Shot by Cramler. Goes wide. Kept in. Almost a lockout by LaChance, but Cramler has it again with LaChance, and it is taken out by Linson, the goal scorer. He's got 2 men on him behind the net. He's trying to find somebody. Then Dulker trying to find a centering pass. He's going to just skate in front of the goal and fire it right off the blocker of Steve Pucksang. Red Deer keeping it in. Chicoutimi keeping it in. Red Deer just trying to get it out of their zone. Boucher ends up doing it, getting all the way out back to neutral ice. Goes all the way into the Chicoutimi zone. They regroup. Linson again to Reddy. Crosses center ice, and he's offside. Well, he's not offside, but offside is the call. So back in the neutral zone for a face-off. Face-off, I was going to say it was won by Red Deer, but Carbon just ends up dispossessing Domi Lalibert and puts a shot. Didn't have much on it, but he put the shot right at Steve Pucksang. He will cover it up for a face-off. Won by Red Deer. They will skate it out of the zone and into all the way to the ice. Centering pass, trying to find Clayton LaRockamex. Ends up taking a deflection. LaRockamex still takes a big hit, and both he and Benoit Pouflet hit the ice. And there are 2 other players. Looks like that is Peter Carbon and Colt DeLocke, who are not happy with one another, and they are going to settle it like men, like big, stupid, punching men. Peter Carbon just flattens DeLocke with a straight punch. Again, balance is a matter of speaking, I suppose. When you are on a slippery surface, wearing sharp knives on your feet. Colt DeLocke and Peter Carbon will sit down and go to bed without supper. They've been very naughty boys. Clayton LaRockamex trying to put it on net. I took a deflection off of Bruce Presslane. Bruce Presslane? Presslane. I think I got his first name messed up. No, Bruce Presslane. I got that right. Offside warning. They have to regroup to Chicoutimi. And they are getting just forechecked to hell by Red Deer. Presslane comes away with it and skates it back into the zone for Chicoutimi, trying to find Fillion Plant. He does. He's got Gauguette in the center, but just did not have time with it. Shot from the point. That was from Gauguette, and he cannot do anything with Gauguette. Centers it. Shot, and Pucksang is on point at the moment. Gauguette again behind the net. Fillion Plant coming back to help out. Red Deer trying to get out of their own zone. They do succeed with that. Bob Lidenstone picks it up on the 2-line pass attempt. There's Domin Lalibert just cleaning it up yet again. Cross ice pass to Rex Dillasu. Dillasu up to Lidenstone. He's got help from Dennis DeBevino. Takes it himself and gets hammered by, there's still a lot of stumbling a bit. Bit of a jumble there, and I think that was Shellett just trying to get rid of the puck at that point. Scramble in front of net. Pucksang looking to see where it is. There is just a jumble of bodies. And I think one of those bodies was on top of the puck for the moment, so Pucksang could not clear it. Here's Quintal. He's got Minchensky if he can find him. He does not. Minchensky is able to get it behind the net to Quintal. Up in front. Colby centering shot. Misses it. Saved by Petlanier. So is Minchensky's rebound. And skating it back out is Kevin Shellett. He's got help and just misses the stick of Coutier. Coutier with a second chance too. Oh, goodness me, that was just barreling in was Patrick Linson with no regard for his own body or the body of the goaltender. Just hurls himself and hopes that the puck follows him in. Outstanding game today. Outstanding performance by the Chicoutimi Fur Brigade in the last couple of minutes. Marvenier retrieves the face-off one, and that was Quintal taking the tumble. Carbon has it again to Jack Key. Tries to slide it in, tries to get his own rebound, but Pucksang is able to poke it away. Here's Perrault. Emmanuel Perrault to Alex Kogelby. And it is dispossessed. Boucher trying to put a shot from the blue line. But Lanier grasps it, falls on it. Face off in the Chicoutimi zone with 3:33 to go in the second period of play. Face off one by Chicoutimi and Patrick Lanko. Gets it all the way up ice. Tries to find a one-timer. That was a chance by Jack Key. And it falls right into the glove of Steve Pucksang. Red Deer. Finding some real trouble in these games against the Quebec division. That shot that was from Key as well. Shellett with a shot, takes the deflection. Poupelet, shot, score! Poupelet fakes the shot. Ups for the one-timer. And Peter Carbon with the one-timer. And Chicoutimi have a 3-goal advantage. 3 unanswered goals in the second period. Steve Pucksang did not see that one at all until it was already in the back of his own net. Poupelet on the assist. That's assist number 7. The goal scorer Peter Carbon. That's goal number 10 for him. Red Deer again, really just attacking aggressively right after letting in a goal. Lanier is on point. Face off one by the Fur Brigade. Presslin has help from Coutier. Presslin trying to just float it past on the blocker side of Pucksang. Goes just wide. Poupelet able to retrieve it behind his own goal. Has some help from Toussignas. 1 minute is the call over the PA system here in Saguenay. Bit of a scrum for the puck. Able to move at this point. Red Deer keeping it in the Chicoutimi zone. They get it back. Froskins, Lalibert from the point. Good puck movement, and they score! Hope the Luck gets one back here in the second period with 6 seconds to go. And you cannot count out this Red Deer team just yet. Great puck movement. They absolutely kept the pressure on. They moved the puck really well around the perimeter. And they had that diagonal pass that centered up to Kolfgalak, who was able to just finish it in. 2 seconds to go. Shot at the dying embers of the second period. It was high and wide. but the intention is made known. So, Chicoutimi Fur Brigade put 3 past Steve Pucksang in the second period. The momentum just might go in the favor of the away side. The Red Deer, 6 gets a goal. They get 1 goal back. They're only down by 2 with 20 minutes to play. We'll be back in just a moment with the third period of this crucial CSPHLC game. Final period of play here on the Hockey Happy Hour. Wade Gordon on the call for our Hamilton, Ontario studios. The game is taking place in Saguenay, Quebec. Second place in the Quebec division, looking to go 1 point adrift of their rivals in Rimouski. With a win today, the Chicoutimi Fur Brigade go 1 point off of the lead with 7 games to go after today in the season. One more game against a team from another division, and the final 6 games of the season are against division rivals, home and home against each of the teams. So much to play for the Red Deer. They want to keep that gap between them and the Regina Monologues nice and high. It was at 7 points going into today's game. Regina did get 2 points from their overtime win over Rimouski earlier today. Red Deer need to answer that, or they will be facing a 5-point advantage, giving up 2 in this crucial game. Next games for these teams are on Saturday. The Red Deer have one last away game against the Val-d'Or Apostrophes, the bottom team in the Quebec division. The Chicoutimi Fur Brigade, they meet the Regina Monologues, so that'll be a very difficult game for them. Might be a tricky one. Oh, just trying to slide in there. Just trying to slide in there was Yves Leclerc, number 66 for the Fur Brigade. And Petlanier will hold him to that one after a bit of extracurriculars from Rick Delisou and Bob Livingstone. Again, we'll be back here on a week from, and 6 days from today. Next Wednesday, the Hockey Happy Hour. And of course, we're here every Wednesday and Thursday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time, with games starting at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:15 p.m. Eastern Time, and 7 p.m. Eastern Time, as schedule allows. Of course, I am Wade Gordon on the call, giving you the score! It was like Linson again! Linson again with his goal! Well, they're back at it at this point, the Chicoutimi Fur Brigade. And who else sets it up for him but Bruce Landulker? Yet another assist for number 47, Landulker. Linson, goal number 9 on the season. For Chicoutimi, it is another 3-goal lead, and they are right back on it. Linson trying to go for his hat trick. Just sends his body right at Steve Pucksang, who seems unfazed and just sort of lets it happen. Face off in the Red Deer zone. Vino trying to put it on. Takes a deflection. And here come the Red Deer. Puck is sort of abandoned by the boards. The two bodies just sort of go after it. Bottom of our screen, that is Harvenier. Fighting forward. Here's Linson, the goal scorer, 2 goal scorers. Feeds it to Alvino. He's got one today as well, but it just does not come off. 13:10 to go. Walt takes a tumble and tries to regain. He's got ready. And now lays in a big hit from the blind side on him. All alone behind the net. That's Coutier, and he just runs over Domin Lalibert. That is not a player that you run over quite easily. Here's Luis Quintal. Loses it. Tries to find. He's got Minchensky. And, of course, his other teammate, Alex Kogelby, on the line. Neutral ice struggle here. Kogelby finds Quintal. He's got Minchensky, but Minchensky had a couple of men blocking his path. And giving up, here's Cloutier. 3-on-3. Got Presslane. Presslane holds onto it. Delivers the wrist shot. Puck-Sang watches as it goes wide. Big hit laid in. And I believe that was Rex Dillasou. No, it might have been Kogelby, actually. And a penalty on the play. Looks like we got charging is the call, I believe. And looks like Benoit Poupoulet for the Chicoutimi Fur Brigade is going to sit for 2 minutes. Yeah, charging is the call against Poupoulet.
Penalty to number 76.
Officiating team did not seem to like that. Fans on the one-timer. That gives Chicoutimi a chance to get possession. And Dillasou just gets hit with a flying body in. And goodness for that poke check. It gives Chicoutimi a little bit of chance to recover, but it did commit a body. Perrault puts it high over the goal and against the boards and cleared out again. Not much chance for the Fur Brigade to make a line change. They get one body in there, and Than Thetel flings it all the way down ice and back behind Puck-Sang's goal. They will make a line change and kill the rest of this penalty, as coming in with a big hit is Thetel. The penalty has been killed. Rex Dillasou skating in, trying to put it on net, and Petlanier almost bobbles it, but gets a glove down. And it is a face-off in the Chicoutimi zone. Well, this is a bit of a surprise result. We weren't expecting this. Look at that hit. Peter Carbon just practically skates the length of the ice just to deliver that hit right into Rex Dillasou, and he is being helped to the back. Let's see if he is bleeding internally, externally, or both. From that, we'll get a word back on this one. 7:15 left to go in this game. It's the Hockey Happy Hour. You active in the CSPHLC, Canada's most unnecessarily aggressive hockey organization. This is the Chicoutimi Fur Brigade, who are currently second place in the Quebec division, hosting the Red Deer, who are top of the Prairie division. We have 7 games to go after today, with playoffs happening towards the end of the month. And of course, we're here every Wednesday and Thursday for Hockey Happy Hour action. Shot by Plant, and Puck-Sang will hang on to it. William Plant with that one-timer. Puck-Sang read it very well. Nice hit by Domin Lalibert on Yves Leclerc for Chicoutimi. Lalibert, just a cruiser of a defenseman. Got 34 penalty minutes so far this season. It's not cracked the top 15. Shot by Plant, a one-timer off the face-off. And he does not get anywhere with it. Back down the ice, and there's a scramble in front of Petlanier's net. He ends up holding on to it. I think the last one who tried to touch it was Duncan Lachance, trying to just poke it in. .444 to go in this game. The Red Deer, down by 3. Looking like a bit too high of a mountain to climb. Glengaw wins the face-off and skates it right out of his own zone. Takes a hit at the center ice just for finesse. And Alex Kogelby brings it back in. Here's Luis Quintal trying to find Kogelby. Shot! Deflection, and it goes wide. He redirects it just wide of the net, and Petlanier sees the chaos behind the net and will sit on it for another faceoff. Shot cleaning it up is Steve Baloney, and Pucksang hangs onto it again. And it's not been a great day for Steve Pucksang. He's let in 5. The Red Deer have been struggling to keep pace. But you got to imagine he's been making some crucial saves for his team. It could be so much worse, which just shows the tenacity of the Chicoutimi Fire Brigade. And Landulker's shot deflects and goes wide, not on net. And big hit in the neutral ice, in the neutral zone by Cloutier as he heads to the bench. Returning the favor, lands one on Baloney by Harvinier. And here is Lachance trying to put on, gets it to Perrault, over to Petlanier. And as we get the under 1 minute to go warning, it's another face-off in the Chicoutimi zone. Fire Brigade face-off. And Wapufale. Let's get it behind, gives it to Linson. Gives it up to Perrault in his own zone. Wister and Petlanier with the glove save. 45.7 on the clock. It looks a little pie in the sky at this point for the Red Deer. But Chicoutimi do not want to fall asleep, even with these last seconds ticking away. Want to make a push at the playoffs again. Only the top team of each division will make the playoffs this year in this abbreviated season. 34 games in total. This is game number 27 on the schedule for both of these teams. After today, there will be 7 games to go, and the playoffs will whittle this roster, this field of 16 teams down to 4, as each division will send their top team to the playoffs best of 7 series. And of course, next year when we have a full season of 54 games, 4 additional teams, we'll have a playoff field of 8. So we'll be looking forward to see it. But again, a big shot by Laroccomex, and in the dying seconds, Petlanier comes in big for yet another big save. And Chicoutimi, the Fire Brigade, go 5 in a row. They have won their 5th straight game, and they've got a difficult game coming up against the Regina Monologues on Saturday to see if they can sweep the entirety of the Prairie Division. What a game this has been. That'll do it for our broadcast. I'm Wade Gordon. We'll see you next week as once again, the Hockey Happy Hour will we'll get closer to the end of the season and our playoffs loom ahead. It's been a great day of hockey. Let's do that hockey again next week, eh? See you next time.